Hello everybody, welcome back to the Tales from the Road series here. This episode we're going to go back to 2002. Back in, me and Nick, we had just started driving, and we had only been driving like maybe a month at the most or two, and so we was out in California. And we was running around Los Angeles doing something, I don't remember. But we was happened to be bobtailing, and we was headed back to the yard over in Pomona there. And so we was on we was under my logbook. But I was kind of tired. And so I told Nick, I said, why don't you go ahead and drive, and just, we're just going to go back over to the yard or whatever. So, okay, so I go back in the sleeper and trying to take a nap there while Nick's driving us back to the yard. He's driving along, and all of a sudden, next thing I hear, he's like, Rich, wake up, man, get up. I'm like, what the hell? What's going on? Oh man, I'm getting pulled over. I'm like, oh man. I'm like you're under my log. Gosh. What the hell did you do? I don't know, man. I don't know. And look, he's like, I gotta pull over. So I'm gonna pull over right over here. And he's like, so get up and get ready. And so as soon as I set the brakes, I'm gonna jump in the sleeper, and you gotta jump up here in the driver's seat. So I'm like, all right, man. I'm like, I better not get a ticket. So he finally pulls over to the side of the road there, and so he's like, sets the brakes, jumps in the sleeper. I jump in the seat, man. I'm still like half asleep over here, and this officer walks up. Sure enough, it's the California Highway Patrol. He's like, comes up first thing, let me see your license and your logbook. Okay, so I get down there, get my logbook, hand him over there. He's looking at this, and he's like, what took you so long to pull over? I'm like, oh, sorry sir, I mean, we're new drivers, and I was just trying to find a safe place to pull over, and he's just kind of like, were you driving this truck? Yes, sir. I was just driving. I mean, I just wanted to find a place where, make sure we were safe. Pull over. He's like, you don't look like a guy driving this truck. I was driving the truck, sir. And he's like, hey, you got anybody else with you? Yeah, I got a team driver. He's in the sleeper. Well, get him out here. Nick! He wants to see you. So Nick comes out. Let me see your logbook, please. Alright. So Nick hands him his logbook. He's looking at him and everything, and he's just like, okay, so you've been in the sleeper this whole time? Oh, yes sir, yes sir. And you were driving? He's like, I don't understand what took you guys so long to pull over. And Nick's like, well, he's like, he's telling me, he's like, he's like, look, I'm getting pulled over, and you know, I'm scared. I don't know what to do. I don't know where I should stop. So I told him, I said, look, you know, just go ahead and just pull over here. And I'm like, okay. So, you know, he's just like, okay, look. He's like, well, the reason why it stops you is you got a mud flap missing on your tractor, and you're required to have a mud flap when you're bobtailing. So, you know, he's like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write you a fix-it ticket, which, you know, there's no points or anything and no fines on your license if you get it fixed in the state of California. Take it to a scale house and have it signed off by a CHP officer before you leave the state, and send it in. Is all you gotta do. So, okay. So he writes me the fix-it ticket, and you know, and then of course I have to finish driving because I have to drive off. So, you know, I'm like, after, you know, we take off, and I'm like, really, dude? Was that? I'm like, was that necessary? It made me look like a total idiot. He's like, whoa, we got away with it, didn't we? I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, come on. He was scared to pull over? Really? What is that? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, we pulled it off, though. We could have got into, yeah, we could have got a lot of trouble on that. And I think obviously he knew that something wasn't right, but he just didn't catch it fast enough where he could prove. So, and I mean, I don't know what we probably knew about the mud flap because we were headed back towards the yard anyway. So we went ahead and got it fixed when we just took it back over to the shop, I think over in Fontana, and we got it fixed there and got on the way. So anyway, that's the story of how we pulled off the old driver switcheroo there on the California Highway Patrol.